Investigative reporter Paul Van Osdol joins us now with the story. And Paul, we normally don't typically identify alleged sexual victims, so why now?
Well, that's right, but Claudia Troutman hopes that by coming forward publicly, she can help others avoid the trauma she has suffered, not only from the alleged crime, but from the repeated delays in bringing alleged perpetrator David Troutman, her estranged husband, to justice. He is an attorney, and she believes that is a major reason the wheels of justice are moving so slowly in this case.
I live in constant, fight or flight mode.
Claudia Troutman says it's been that way since December 10th, 2015. That morning, she says her husband David confronted her about their impending divorce.
And I had a holy crap moment. What am I going to do?
Fearing the worst, she tucked a disposable cell phone into her hoodie and started recording. Action News Investigates obtained a copy of the audio, which the district attorney is using as evidence against her husband. In the recording, a voice identified in a police report as David Troutman is heard threatening her unless she does what he wants.
But there's a whore fee. We both know I can prove it.
A whore fee?
Oh, yeah. I want all kinds of things from you here. All right?
I need some help, David.
Well, I'm telling you, those are my terms. And if you say a word for this to anybody, I don't help you at all.
He said if I didn't follow these rules, he would ensure that I would get in trouble for something through the DA's office and that I would go to jail and that my children would know the type of person I really was.
You could be facing prison, and there's a whore fee.
You've said that repeatedly. Who knows what that means? You can't rape me, David.
I'm not gonna rape you. You're going to voluntarily do whatever I want.
And I kind of was panicked. I'm like, what am I going to do now? So I said, I have to go to the bathroom.
She sent several friends this one-word text message, help, along with the audio she had recorded.
Knowing somebody would bring help. So I just went into autopilot and performed everything he wanted me to because I knew the police were coming.
When police arrived, they arrested David Troutman on charges of sexual assault, aggravated indecent assault, and involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. Troutman has pleaded not guilty to all charges. That was nearly 17 months ago, but there has still not been a trial in this case. The delay started shortly after Troutman's arrest, when a preliminary hearing was scheduled at this district court in Wilkinsburg. The judge granted Troutman's request to delay the prelim from January 28th to March 3rd, 2016, then approved another postponement to March 31st. But Troutman ended up waiving the preliminary hearing. Then the case went to sex offender court, the first and only court of its kind in Pennsylvania. When you heard that your case was going to this special court, what expectations did you have?
I expected a speedy trial, as they stated.
Allison Hall of Pittsburgh Action Against Rape was involved in the creation of sex offender court.
It was supposed to be a swifter docket than letting it just proceed as it used to, which could potentially take a year, 2 years before it actually went to trial.
I mean, what does that do to victims to have the trial delayed and delayed and delayed?
Well, obviously, having delays is a defense strategy to really wear down victims who want to proceed through the justice system.
Hall says sex offender court has been a big success.
It's done a great job of eliminating delays.
But not in the Troutman case. The trial was first scheduled for September 8th of last year, but since then it's been postponed 4 times at Troutman's request. Now the trial is scheduled for June 21st. Action News Investigates went to Troutman's law office and left multiple messages for him, but he did not respond. We also asked District Attorney Stephen Zappala for an interview, but he refused. In a statement, Zappala spokesman Mike Manko said, "It is the policy of the office to object to postponement requests that we find to be unreasonable." But he said the delays in the Troutman case were reasonable requests. Hall does not understand why it's taken so long for Troutman's case to go to trial.
It seems like that is an isolated incident. I don't know why.
Claudia thinks she knows why. Her husband is an attorney.
His treatment because of his status, is very different than what your average person would get in the court system.
She says the delays have been tough on her and her 2 daughters.
I prepare myself for trial. My children see me prepare for trial. They see me cry. They see me frustrated.
Court officials refused our request for an interview or statement about delays in the Troutman case. Claudia hopes they hear her concerns,
so that victims don't have to experience what I've had to experience.
Allison Hall of PAR tells me when victims have to deal with constant delays like this, they are more likely to drop charges out of frustration. Claudia tells me she is not going to let that happen to her. Paul Van Osdal, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.